Hi, Warrior Families. It's Mrs. Dial coming to you with Tele-Learning Family Update number 6. It's April 9th. It's Thursday. I hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to really quickly go through a few updates that our team has been working on this week. And so we have definitely been realizing that nothing is normal about school right now. We're managing a crisis. No one signed up to be Tele-Learning teachers. I've never been a Tele-Learning principal before. None of you signed up for this. There's nothing normal about what's happening in our homes and in our school community right now. And so we just wanted to recognize that and let you know that we see that. We're very cognizant of that fact. And so given that, we want to be more concerned with who's behind our screen each day than the what that's going to lead to the grade. And so we have been working this week on a revised grading policy for school closure for quarter 4. And just know that the heart and soul behind that has been recognizing that nothing about this is normal, and we don't want to act like it is, because we know that we don't want to grade privilege. We don't want to grade access to internet and devices, especially we know some of you are sharing at home. We don't want to grade ableism or students who are self-motivated compared to students who aren't. And we certainly don't want to grade food, housing, and security issues, which we know some of us are having as well, even within our own school community. So we want to grade what students know, but we want to take into account that equity is a huge issue right now across America. And as a school, we have the capability to be mindful of that and to set policies and procedures in place to make sure that we address that. So that is the heart behind our school closure grading policy. We want to balance fairness and justice with expectations for work, because we realize all of you are in very unique family situations. We want to make sure that we are also maintaining integrity to our academic program in quarter 4. So moving forward, our students in grades K-3 will get 1 grade per week in English Language Arts and 1 grade per week in math. And students in grades 4-8 will get 1 grade per week in English Language Arts, math, science, and social studies. Teachers can be flexible in which assignment is graded each week, and they have the ability to take each student's best work. So they may go into the week with the idea that they're going to grade, say, a math assignment on a Wednesday, but if a student has a connectivity issue on Wednesday, or they are with their grandparents and they don't have access to their computer, or something happens, teachers have the ability and flexibility to take a grade on a different piece of work that student has shown that the student has completed that week. We're encouraging our teachers to show justice if students are struggling at home to complete assignments. We do still want to encourage students to complete the assignments each week as much as they can. We recognize that some of them are struggling to get everything complete because maybe they're not self-starters, or they're not self-motivated, or just the family situation is such that it's difficult for them to get the time in on the computer. And we don't want students in front of a computer 8 and 10 hours a day doing schoolwork. So just realize that we see that and we know that. We do want student assignments, especially those that are graded, to show an authentic understanding. We're trying very hard to design learning that students should be able to do independently at home. So please let students show their own authentic understanding on their work. All grades will be recorded as classwork. Nothing will be weighted in terms of projects or tests or quizzes. Everything will have the same weight as classwork. And parents, you can check Jupyter each week to keep track of how your students are doing. Anyone who's struggling should definitely communicate with their teacher or an administrator so we can step in. Remember, our words for this have been care and try, and we think that we have worked hard to show grace and compassion and justice through our whole Tele-Learning adventure, and that will just continue. So please let us know if you're struggling. What each school district and school across the whole country is demanding of students and families right now varies greatly. In the end, our hope is that our school community will be remembered and found as a team that greatly supported students and families, that weathered our mistakes together, because we know we're not going to be perfect in this, but that we came out as a stronger community for it. Many of you are asking about end of the year events. We certainly have some amazing traditions at Imagine Southlake at the end of the year to celebrate, and we are thinking about those too. We think that it's too early to make any decisions at this time because the governor, even in a press conference today, said it is too early for him to decide if Florida students will be back to school in May or not. He's waiting to see what happens with the curve, and he's who we take our direction from. In terms of large gatherings, we take our direction from the governor and the CDC. So whenever they make some more decisions, we'll be able to make more decisions, but we just wanted you to know, of course, we're thinking about it. Of course, we're very hopeful that we can be back in school and that those can continue as normal. If something, if the closure is extended or something changes, we will be trying to think of some ways that we can honor our students at the end of the year in a different way this year. I just want to leave you with some thoughts that I shared with our team this week, some quotes that I saw that really resonated with me. The first one's about students. Have you ever taken online classes? How about 5 or 6 at once? When you were a child or an adolescent with spotty Wi-Fi and platforms crashing and needing to share a device with siblings while at home in a world crisis filled with fear and anxiety? Yeah, me neither. And kind of the crux of that message was, let's cut our kids some slack. And so parents, we want you to know we're so proud of what we see our warriors doing, and they are working hard, but they're not going to tell you that they feel worried, that they're missing their friends, that they're anxious. Sometimes that's going to come out in different ways, and sometimes it's going to come out as work refusals. So just know that we recognize that, and in however they're feeling each day is okay, and we're proud of how hard they're working. But if they're not getting it all done each and every day, that is okay too. Don't be too hard on them, and don't be too hard on yourself. We, at the end of this as parents, have the ability to greatly affect the memories that our kids look back at this time with. They will certainly remember this. Even our kindergartners will never forget this time because it is just so unprecedented. And so they'll have some memories of it for sure. And I hope that we as warrior families can bond together and make sure that our kids walk away with some good memories too. We don't want any warrior sitting in front of their computer for 8 to 10 hours a day doing work, or any families having huge screaming matches at home over Tele-Learning. We don't want to be the cause of that. So just let us know if you need help. And parents, here's a quote for you. This was from an educator, and they said, I tried helping my son who is in a different grade level in a different content area than I have taught, and it was hard. Imagine having no teaching experience. Imagine doing it as a grandparent. Imagine being a single parent. Imagine worrying about food or livelihood. And parents, just know we see you and we appreciate you so much. And again, we don't want any of you to reach that frustration level. We want to partner with you. We want everyone to take a deep breath. I told our teachers today, take a deep breath. We're not going to be perfect. We're going to make mistakes. And if it doesn't all get done, that's okay. We will keep putting forth great effort and trying every day. We will keep giving great care to what we assign and to what we do and to one another. And we'll keep maintaining high levels of compassion for each other through this whole thing. So thank you for watching. We love you. We miss you. Give our warriors big hugs from all of us at Imagine Southlake, and we will talk again soon. Thank you. Bye.